Hello, this is your painter in residence, M. Francis McCarthy, and this is just a quick sort of jump ahead to the middle of the painting session to tell you what's up, because I just felt inspired with the tutorial I put up in that Studio Pass area, and the last easel talk. I promised I would do a limited palette painting, and this is what we've got, and I decided I want to share just the whole session. So that's what's up. It's going to be real time and very valuable. But the other thing I want to point out is it's going to be like a good 20-minute setup session there, and all of this stuff we go into a lot more in depth with that tutorial on the Substack. But there's a lot of information there, certainly enough for you to get up and running with the limited palette. And I don't really paint much with the limited palette, but I learned that way. That's the thing, and I think it's very powerful. And what's great is this particular scene, just perfect for the limited palette. I didn't feel like I was limited in any way, to be honest. I was able to hit all the colors. And not necessarily a tonalist approach, but a fresh and nice painting, and I'm very proud of it. And I'm going to be happy to share how I put it together with you. I think it's an hour or so, this whole video, but now underneath the video is the link to my supply page. Scroll down a little bit and you'll see the set that I used to make this painting, and go ahead and just get that from Amazon. Their price is good and they will cut me in, and that's a way you can help support the teaching going on here. And I don't know if it'll work. I've never done this this kind of approach with the channel, but it's what the kids are doing. Anyway, yeah, this is it for where we're going to be doing. So get your paints out, or just sit back and enjoy it. And the whole session only takes about an hour and a half or so. My whole goal with this painting was to use big brushes and work quickly, lay things down, and just keep moving and leave it alone. And I'm really happy with my progress in that way, and I'm very happy with this painting. I'm really happy to share it with you, and super happy to impart some of this limited palette magic your way. So if you're not signed up for my Substack, go ahead and do that. Probably you mentioned in the video, the postal system here is still hung up on that whole U.S. tariff thing, but it'll get resolved. So check out the book, maybe in a week or two, that kind of thing. And I appreciate you, and I hope you get some good teaching. Take good care. Stay out of trouble. Pre-show. This is a pre-show. It's a pre-painting show. I'm going to set up this palette for... Now there's an old video on the tutorial I put up. Yeah, how are you going to be? I'm feeling like I want my flexible blade. Okay. Alright, yeah, because I was going to just start recording with the palette set up, but then I thought, yeah, well, it's a lot of black, isn't it? I don't even know what size painting I'm doing. I think I want to do something. Oh, I do know. Really, it's 7 by 14. And let's get this reference up. We're going to do a coastal scene today. Yes, is that 7 by 14 or... Just double check this image size here. I think it is, yeah. Yes. It's the 2 squares. Okay. Now we may end up wasting some paint. That's alright. You do tend to need a bit more paint for limited. Now these are all equivalents to the Winton set. They're nearly identical. I wouldn't say you need to worry too much. Okay, so we have yellow. Can't say yellow. It's acrylite yellow is what it is. The Cad Red Hue, that's a lot of different things in that. PR1, PR170. There's a couple others too, I remember. Oh, this is getting a little... Oh yeah, permanent something or the other. It's a bit of a Frankenstein, but it does a great job. This is Phthalo Blue. It's been with me a while. You won't see that much variation or deviation with Phthalo Blue. Okay. Get that all nice and lined up for you. Okay. So let's start the intermediary process. We'll start with, hey, our brain's fresh. Well, we're going to make some, I'm going to be wanting a good amount of this. Where are you? Where'd you go, reference? There we go. Just want to kind of have a look at the image. Yeah, definitely yellow ochre is going to be a factor, but we'll just squeeze out more paint as we need it. So yellow ochre. Yeah, what do you think? White, yellow. Let's see how that gets us. That doesn't look like yellow ochre. Maybe it's too much red. So here's the big tip. You think you are getting a little whack. Move it over there. We need a little tiny bit of blue. It's too red. Boy, that was too much blue. Getting there. Yeah, like I say, yellow ochre, not the easiest. That was looking like the good old days there, hey. I went a little too far with the blue. I went too far with a lot of different things, but we're getting there. I'd say that's a good learn. So with the yellow, with all of them actually, just learn to say that's good, because you know what? Once I pop this down, you're going to go, yeah, that's yellow ochre, isn't it? That's how this works. Oh, sandfly. We have spring. It's official. Sandfly wants to bite me. You see him on my hand there. He's deceased now. Great. I went after yellow ochre because it's... Yeah, I'm not going to love this palette, but the reason I'm doing this one is less reflective, so that'll be good for you. It's my first experience working on aluminum. We'll be alright. Okay, yellow ochre's done. Next, let's go after our brown. I discovered this with the tutorial I did. Blew my mind. Is that a beautiful color? after brown after all. A little more black. Actually, this knife is better on the oh, too much, went too far. But we're going to need a lot of this. Wow, what a beautiful color, eh? Look at that, that's not too much, that's beauty. No blue in that, okay? The black, that's probably not enough, but it's definitely not enough. We're going to make some more. And this one's pretty easy to make, though. This pan was certainly used by somebody. Well, I used a lot. Cooking their dinner on it. Now we're making beautiful burnt sienna equivalent. Now I could go more yellower with that yellow ochre, but I got yellow for that. So, ooh, we're getting a little jiggy here. We're gonna need to move some things. We'll keep the pure next to the white. Yeah, not my favorite kind of palette. I already told you that. But it's working. It's fine. And given the lack of reflection, like I was getting this mirror-like thing going. And I didn't want to use my regular palette. I mean, I could have just used the primaries off of that, but it would have been confusing visually. All right, next we're going to do raw umber. Now, raw umber is red and black, like the same process, but more red. And here we add tiny amount of white, and I tend to resist the urge to a little blue. I tend to resist the urge to use my intermediaries to help me mix other intermediaries. There we go. It's a little more chroma in it than I want. What's the value of this? Well, you're learning about your colors. That's the thing. I do like that pretty well. Let's bring in some more yellow. I don't even know if I do have some yellow in that. No, I don't. No, now we're getting raw umber. More yellow. Not too much, so you go green. Beauty. It's a cross between raw umber and burnt umber. It's an umber though. There we go. That's pretty close to raw umber, I would say. Close enough to make a painting. Now you could definitely, just as an exercise, I know in Schmidt's book he has all these color mixing exercises. I've never done a color mixing exercise. Every color mixing exercise I do is about making a painting. Alright, we'll do our green there. Well, I had a feeling that the aluminum wouldn't be great. We're doing all right. We'll get a nice, we'll be building eventually you build a patina on your painting surface. Alright, we got, this will be the easiest of the bunch. Got quite a lot of green in this, so let's make a decent amount of paint. This will be dead on for Mike's green. No, Mike's green you don't want too light. That's a little too light. But you don't want it too dark either, so best to just bring them together in increments. That's looking good. That's going to be too dark, but whatever. Oh no, it's nice. Very nice. In the future, they may tube this color. They really should be. I don't know. I don't have a huge channel. I don't even know what it takes to have a huge channel. I don't know why the guys at huge channels have huge channels. But whatever, they do. And I don't really even know who has a huge channel because I don't pay much attention. Purple, yes. It would just give us some flexibility. Purple for sure. You can see I brought in more blue than red. The chalkier this purple goes, the uglier it'll be. As we bring in white, it will reveal its nature. That's not bad. I think that's where I want to be. That's going to be something I can bring into the water. Purple. Let's make another type of green, and the kind of green that most of you have been going for before you learned about the black. But this will give me some flexibility, and really brilliant to play these off of each other. So you don't even need phthalo green if you have phthalo blue. Little known secret. There's our permanent green light alternative. I can go lighter, but I don't think I need to. I'll keep the flexibility going. I'll just bring in yellow as I'm painting. Oh, one other thing. You go, why did you put one green there and another there? It's just because that's how I'm used to working. I had my reasons. What I will say, and I've said this before, is whatever you do, do what you do, all the same, so you don't have to be hunting. Yeah, I don't love this palette, but we've started and we will finish. The important thing is it's not absorbent. And we got our oil, we can clean it. That's soybean oil we're using. Nice. You know what I'm going to do is a sky blue. I just think that's going to be a big time saver. So just a lighter version of the blue. Many times you can keep your step down. Like I said too much there. Okay, so I remember I said, actually we're out of intermediaries, we're kind of pre-mixing for the painting now. But here's that raw umber I told you about, right? To make the sky blue nice. There's the value of pre-mixing. Now we probably should have made more raw umber, but I don't know how big. I definitely will make more raw umber. That's pretty good. I like that. That'll just get us up and running a little quicker. Gray. So you thought I put down too much, right? And I did put down too much blue, I'm pretty sure, but whatever. Phthalo Blue is not expensive. There's Mike's gray. Right up the middle is where you want that. Not too light, not too dark. Anything else we want to premix? Yeah, more of the raw umber. We're going to need a lot more of that. So. Let's start with the brown. And last time I made it, I went to, I added that blue, and I'm not sure I need any. See, because that black has enough maybe of a bluish quality. That's pretty good. A bit gray. Umber. Why would you want to make such an ugly color? Well, you just saw the value of it with the sky. So, also, I'm going to have sand. I'm going to have a lot of other things. So, that little minuscule amount I made there ain't going to cut it. So, we made more. And also, it's going to work as my, well, I'll probably add some of that for the, anything else. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, we'll just make everything else as we're painting. Maybe. Oh yeah, let's make a dark red. You're gonna say, "Well, that looks just like your brown." Set that aside. That's pretty much where I think we want to be. Now I'm playing with adding a little tiny bit of blue to that. This is a limitation of the limited palette. You won't be able to get that color you're envisioning easily. But once you make your peace with it, you're good. You're good. Just put you guys in adulterated blue land. dark blue. You go down here. It's not a real color. Red. Oh geez, I don't know why I didn't use it. We had too much, but look, they're identical now, right? There's our red. We'll get started on the sky. No, we will do the drawing. So I'm gonna pause this. This is a pre-show, pre-mix. Which I may include it. My whole idea with this is I want to give this to the people. So I do like some support, but I realize that, you know. I realize that people have been conditioned that everything should be free, and not only that, they got limited funds, right? So I get it. Okay, nice. Let's just top up a few things here before we go. We're gonna need more gray. I know we will. Let's just do it now. Yeah, I don't think I've done a limited palette since that last one. And then I've done them on the channel, mostly because I think they're great for teaching. I don't feel the need to work with a limited palette too often. But it's a great mental exercise, and I'm happy to do it for you. If you have problems with your color, this is how you do it. You start with this. You get rid of all those grandma's box of paints colors. Don't get rid of them. Keep them in a box and put them in the garage. But don't try and use them right now. Just get these equivalents. Winton. Buy that Winton set from Amazon using my link. That's a great way you can support me without opening your without signing up. All you gotta do is go to Amazon, put that in your cart, and buy the Winton set. You won't regret it, because a couple weeks we're gonna do the extended palette with the other colors in the Winton set. The exception being ultramarine, but a lot of people like ultramarine. Okay. Nice. See you in a minute. Okay, here we are. We're going to make this quick because it's almost lunchtime. Unfortunately, it didn't take me too long to find. You're going to be my drawing brush. It didn't take me too long to get the camera set up. And it actually is way closer than I thought it was going to be. But we're using our 50 mil, which is razor sharp. I like watching a channel called Camera Conspiracies, and he makes a really good point. Like, a lot of sharp lenses aren't great for, like, necessarily for blogging or whatever. You want a more cinematographic type of feel. Okay. So I think this would be. It's kind of like our burr number. I think I'll draw with that for now. Got totally spoiled by. Whoops. This is 7 by 14. That's going to need to go darker. More of a burn umber version of so actually you can even you can really tell how much time this adds to your painting process with the pre-mixing session I just did. I'd be doing that for any limited palette painting I was going to do. I don't know, maybe I'll bud it to the end. I don't know. I've painted this scene before, but not as a limited palette. Okay, here we go. We're ready. Glasses on. I would have liked a lot more wave action here. I'm probably just going to do my own thing. Although I also do like the feeling of water. Now we're using the Utrecht, Rhenish Utrecht F Natural Curve Bristle. This is a flat. Well, I've never tried their, I can get rid of these lines now. I've never tried their filberts. I'd like to. Lots of things I like to do. I live out here, and in fact, I probably already would have done if I didn't live out here in nowhere land. This board's been prepped for ages. It's a kind of a hybrid color. It's prepped with house paint. I thought I had a bigger brush, but you can do quite a lot with almost any brush using the side. I got some good clouds in this. You might recognize it. I've used it in a lot of paintings. It's good because it clouds kind of go like this, zoop, and then this comes around like this, right? Big brushes, big strokes. That's not changed because we're working with a limited palette. I'd say our drawing's pretty good. We didn't mix any aquas, but we'll do it. We'll do it. Actually, drawing's done. Okay, we're back. We topped up our palette a little bit. Oh, we've had a lunch. I came back a little early because I want to get this done for you. Oh, we're going to be leaning into some sixes today. Trickle six. My trickle six. I love you, you're my brush, and I'm gonna. I gotta rhyme with six. Okay. Got our tea. We made that without bothering you. You'll be glad to hear that. Got our reference all set up. We don't need to wear any glasses. We might need more paper towels. I don't know what I'm going to do there. I don't think I have a roll in the car. I need to grab some from the restroom here. Okay, oil. Yeah, top that up. Oh, you know what? Actually, before we begin, let's go ahead and do a quick little aqua. Could do a couple aquas here. In fact, we'll use that blue. Yeah, so limited palette isn't going to keep us from doing a really cool aqua because we got all the constituent ingredients here. This will be a little deeper green. More of the white to wake that up. What color was that? Not the color I need in my green palette. Now you might have a lot more leeway if this was a regular palette with that kind of thing. This I want a heck of a lot more greeny. Not very much. I hope that's enough. Put some on the side. Once you add the white, you can't, white always changes everything. That's pretty cool. I bet you I can even bring that back in now. This is a trick I've been talking about on the channel. Hopefully it's helped a few. We got light teal, dark teal. And, we can go lighter with more white, more yellow. Darker with more blue. I think the darkness of that's right where it wants to be. Aluminum palette. Well, you can make anything work, really. Okay, so I just wanted to start with that. Even though we're doing the sky right now, we didn't need it, but that sort of completes the pre-painting. Why are you flickering? Okay. Could be the LED strength going in that camera. I have a newer camera I could use instead. I preferred the lens in this one though. It's just slightly better. And that was for painting. For the palette, it's pretty dark anyway. We ready? I think we'll just keep you in the corner there. Yeah, no, then you're gonna get in the way of my white access. And we need white access right now because the skies are all about the white. The blue is pretty good, just straight up. Obviously I've decided thin is fine. See, you wouldn't even know that wasn't yellow ochre. was more. Yeah, this is totally throwing me, this palette. Okay. I never did make orange. Thought I was missing something. I'm gonna need it. I need it now. I kept thinking, what am I forgetting? Nice. I just want that opened up. We'll make a nice orange right now. It's less red than you would think because the red's a little, oh, that's nice. Quite close to your cat orange type tone. Slightly muddy. There was a little bit of some other colors in there. Orange. I knew something was missing. Sometimes you just gotta start painting. Also, I was looking for it because I wanted to neutralize what was going on here with this brush. But oh yeah. Gray. Also, I have to get my brush moved from where it is to where I want to be. Like that. That'll be a little darker. Just how this painting's going. Not my usual kind of move. I do want it chunky and quick. That's nice. Okay. Okay. And I have not been doing premixes for my painting because I did all this limited palette premixing, but I could have done. That might have even been a nice move. Now we'll get some more color going now. I'm gonna use a lot of white in that sky. I used to do a lot of that kind of thing in the old days. That's right. And go like this. Hold his breath. That's nice. I feel like I'm gonna get some pinks in there now. That's some super fakey looking pink. And we've got these other bits here. We can bring that in. Cool enough. I did add that yellow, and then I was thinking, no, I need it a little different. I want it cooler. See, it's working. It's not as pretty as something like crimson. It functions very much like crimson. Hidden color in the brush. More blue. Get some more blue. No, it's good. All be blended out into like it's good. It's kind of an experimental, but I can't paint like this. I have done. I'm just gonna leave it kind of chunky. Now this is a good place to look at the camera. It's working. I mean, it feels chunky, but it's working fine. I'm just gonna leave it. The whole idea behind this is just to make painting, make it lovely, keep it fresh, big strokes. In the camera it looks perfectly soft, so all this chunkiness is just okay. That's it, guys. Done. How do you like that? Yeah, it's definitely harder to gauge. scrape up leftover painting. But on the plus side, it's less reflective, as I was saying, which I think for you is a big plus. And if you're happy, I'm happy. We'll make it work. I got a trusty bottle of oil here. Yeah, I think steel is better than aluminum. Well, I knew it would be. Top up our white. Have some tea. So like sky's done, you're at the breaking point. It's a good time to top up your colors. Obviously with the minimum palette, you know you'll need more of the, like the yellow's getting a little on the thin side there. The orange, don't know. Probably okay with that for now. That's not a, that's a intermediary, but the yellow, we definitely don't want to be shy with that. Okay, and we aren't going to mess around with any Mars Black on this painting. We're going in straight with the darks. Well, but we can adulterate it a bit. I like that. Even some of this, since it's got more white in it, but hey, you can definitely see that white. I'm going to put you up there. We'll see how we go. This did not, clearly didn't have much white in it. I think what we'll do is just go directly to the red. How about that? Yeah, I like that. Yep, liking that. No better than just straight black. That's our dark brush. Got the glasses on now. Could skip the glasses. I think I'll leave them on. That's not enough oil. Best to do it now before you start painting your next stage. Next stage here, this is darks. Didn't do much. What's up? I was expecting to have a nice, clean. Dark to light. Thin. This is why I like the frickin' Mars Black. I didn't realize how accustomed to it I've become. We'll make it work. faded that out. This isn't that kind of painting. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Darks are in. Greens. We can probably just leave most of the pile there. Dark greens first. And in this case, I'm going to bring in some blue. When are you, blue? Yeah. Darker, a little prettier. I was going to say more pure green. When I mean pure green, I mean the Mike's green. It's not really what you call a pure green, but compared to the green you get with the blue, that's a cool green, I'd say. Definitely want to yellow this up. A lot of times like this, we're going to need to well, I'll tell you what I'm thinking. I'll tell you. I'm going to share it instead of being quiet. I'm thinking I'm going to bring those tans lacing up through there. I painted this before but with a different sort of modality. It's still me though. I mean, I'm essentially the same person. The tan, and then the other thing I was thinking is, more black, but that's looking nice. I'm thinking it's all pretty good. They just have this cool greens. Whoops. Okay, so what's going through my mind now? Yeah. Do I want another brush? Or do I want to use this brush for my tans? But it's moot now because I decided I'm going to do the water, and then we're going to just use the sky brush. Well, there's a ton of white in that, so too much white. I could fight a big battle cleaning it out with oil and paint, but I'm just going to use my jar and then wipe it off. Yeah, there's still paint in there, but and I basically finished my cleaning job with the painting oil, because the soybean oil without that painting alkaloid in it ain't gonna be good. No, and I've been meaning. It's always when I'm painting and I'm wondering about this. I've heard that this is soybean oil before the alkaloid hits it, but I don't know. What do I know? Okay, water. I'm gonna need some more oil. Purple. That's not purple I made. I was wondering about you. I was wondering what you were. I don't want that in my mix right now. I am thinking of bringing some purple in. That doesn't read as purple now, does it? It doesn't. it's a bit silly to be sitting there mixing color while you're holding the yeah, this limited palette won't keep you from making really pretty coastal pictures. I said I put too much blue down, but maybe I didn't. Okay, here's the thing. It gets really green up in here. Yes, it's a little ugly. Obviously, as a color going further, and it's not that green. I didn't know it was in there, but that's what I wanted. Okay, we're going to go to a smaller brush, our first smaller brush. It's going to be a 4, not a tiny brush, it's smaller. I want to leave a lot of that chunky feel. Tan. That's got some use for me, I'd say. Except I want it darker. Barely even use that color mixed. Barely a gray now. There we go, finally. Okay, some more or less grays back here. Okay, now waves. Then we're done. nice. Okay, and then back into a bit of a tan here. It could be waves, it could be sand, but I've decided it's going to be sand. A little different tone than down here. Whoops. How about now? Yes. All right, so yeah, one more or two more things to do. The black's coming back up, and then maybe a bit more light green. Finesse this little daily back there. Just floating on top. Is that how you're going to do it there? It needs to be thinner. Boop. Okay, I want a few more. Oh, that is my 4. Okay. A few more little highlights on that tree. And we're done. Limited palette. All done. Yeah, okay. Okay, now I had to do that. I didn't want to do it, but I have to get that a little bit further down. Whoops, wrong. Nope, that is the right brush. What's that you say? Tiny brush? Yes, yes. A few little things I want to do. Yeah, battery died, but that's okay. I saw it go. I was looking at it, which is cool. I don't think I missed a thing. That's fine. That's nice. This isn't supposed to be photographic, so I think we're pretty good. I think we're done. Anything else I feel I need to do? Oh yeah, I gotta fix up that sky a little bit.